If you're ready to unlock more better days, to take control of your health, to push past your limits and unleash your full potential, then you're in the right place. I'm your host, Dr. Jeremy Bettle. For over 2 decades, I've worked with elite athletes and high performers, helping them optimize their bodies, strengthen their minds, and recover from setbacks. Now I'm bringing that expertise to you through the Vitality Collective podcast. In each episode, we'll dive deep into the science, strategies, and real-world solutions you can apply right away. Whether it's enhancing your physical performance, avoiding or recovering from injury, sharpening your mental edge, or simply feeling your best every single day. With insights from top experts and thought leaders, this podcast is designed to help you take action, feel better, and live the life that you deserve. Welcome to the Vitality Collective podcast, where every day is vital.
So we just wanted to quickly have a little chat about New Year's and New Year's resolutions. We've never really done New Year's resolutions. Right. Like we don't say we're not going to have this and we're not going to have that.
Right.
We've always, we do consider for the new year what we want the next year to look like. We sort of set intentions. We have goals, but we focus more on the process than the outcome.
Yeah. That's for me the most important thing. Resolutions tend to be too extreme, too unrealistic, too dogmatic. Yeah. I'm not going to have alcohol ever again, or for this year. Is that realistic if you're drinking 3-4 nights a week that you're now just not going to drink for a year?
Or you go to a special celebration, you have one, and then you think, oh, well, forget it. Now it's ruined.
And now it's ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's, you paint yourself into a corner with a resolution.
Yeah.
So for us, it's naming the year, right? And I found that naming the year sort of guides your decision making through the year. Not necessarily in every day-to-day decision, but on the bigger sort of macro level. I found that certainly this year, it really steered me through month to month versus day to day.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I look back pretty proud of what I achieved in what I was going for in this last year.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. So yeah, I think that, I'm proud of you too.
I wasn't looking for that. You didn't, but that's very sweet.
Marital moment there.
I didn't kick him under the table. I wasn't trying to kick you.
Yeah. So yeah, I think process is what it's at. There's a lot of negativity online, especially as we lead up to New Year's on the New Year's crowd, and all the established fitness people, the people who have already built this habit, or maybe have always had this habit, from childhood. A lot of disdain towards people starting out, negativity, even like mocking people who are overweight and going to the gym. And you just think, well, what's the gym for?
Yeah.
You're mocking this person who's trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
The New Year, New You crowd. I hope you're all getting geared up for January to start and start this program and build a better life, a better future. You can do it. And I hope you flood the gym. I hope there's 1,000 people at the gym in January. And I hope you stay there all year. You can do it. But don't think you can do it on day 1, week 1, month 1. This is going to take the 12 months. Start really slow. Start at a level you can achieve it. Stay consistent. Go on the day that you don't want to go, walk for 5 minutes and leave.
Yep.
Just be in the habit of going to the gym every day. Set yourself small weekly goals. Okay, I want to do twice a week. Do your twice a week. That's it. If you get to the end of the week and you've only done one, go to the gym. Go for a walk. Do something. It doesn't have to be at the gym. Just keep the habit slowly build it over time, slowly improve, and you will get towards your goal. Don't try and change your whole life. Don't add the gym and change your diet and stop drinking and, do your breath work and your meditation and get your sunlight in the morning and all this sort of stuff. It's too much. Do one thing. What's one thing you can start with? If you just get up and do your meditation and don't do any of the other stuff, it's better for you. When you start meditating, you release all sorts of anti-inflammatory processes in your body. Like, allow that to happen. Let that be how you start your process. Just go to the gym. Let that be your one thing. Add these things over time, and you will develop a full wellness program. You will achieve all of these goals, but you can't achieve them all at once. You can't change too many things at once.
I think it would be fun to sort of take people through how we readjust. We do have this rhythm throughout the year. We always set intentions for the new year. We never really call them resolutions. We talked about that. And there's also a rhythm that we have during the year. Like, we always readjust. It's usually about every quarter.
Yeah.
And we've done this for so long, we can kind of feel when we're too far outside the bounds of what we're comfortable with. If our workouts drop off, or we get too many sweets because I have a sweet tooth. If we get too many sweets in the kitchen, we'll have a clean out. And there's a lot of systems that we have in place to keep us sort of in like this place, that works for us. But let's talk about how we get there. How do we set those goals?
Yeah, I think first up, we don't try and overdo it. If we've had a really intense period, like we have this year building this business, first time entrepreneurs, really overwhelmed with work, long hours, high stress.
8 p.m. and we're like, okay, we're hungry. What are we going to eat? I didn't have time to go to the store.
Yeah.
There's nothing made. Like, I don't know. We're opening cans of weird stuff.
Yeah. So I think that's a really important thing is, first of all, we realize when we're at a point when we're too far outside of our
how
habits.
we feel.
And then through a lot of trial and error where we've tried to go too extreme too quick, we say, okay, what's realistic? We need to get back in the gym. So we might set, all right, this week we're going to do 2 20-minute lifts this week. And that's our first month. Then we start looking at, okay, we're in our groove there. That'll naturally start improving. Let's look at our diet. Number one, we craft our environment. You can't have stuff in the house and think you're going to resist it.
You forget about it. I don't know how you forget about it. He always forgets about the treats, but I know they're in the house and I can't sleep at night because I know they're there. And they call to me.
So we craft our environment. I know I'm supposed to take certain supplements, and so they got to be right in front of me. So we make sure those are put out. We make sure we don't have things in the house that we don't want to be eating regularly. We make sure we do have things in the house that we do want to eat. Ready to eat, right? So that's a big thing in starting the process. If we want more protein at breakfast, we prepare things that we can eat for breakfast. We don't go for perfect. As we're making these changes, we might go to McDonald's twice a week. But that's our reality, and I think
like a mile and a half to get there. We get some movement in.
We make that rule. We go from having it in the freezer to, okay, we got to walk if we want McDonald's. And so we do that, and that's great for us. And so I think that's really the key is that we add one habit at a time. We craft our environment. We don't try and be perfect. We got our dumbbells and some things in the garage there where we can go out there first thing and get a little lift in the driveway. You'll have seen some of that on our Instagram, where we just go out and do some bits and pieces. And so I think that's it. We try and gain and build momentum. And then the other thing is, that we're starting again. It is our monitoring. How do we know we're heading in the right direction? So we do really simple you don't have to necessarily go and get a DEXA scan for your body composition. We do our girth measurements, right? So we'll measure, neck, shoulders, chest, waist, hips, thighs. Are they heading in the direction that we want them to head in, right? The scale is a loose guide, but once a week we don't look at the daily fluctuations. Is the scale generally heading in the direction you want it to go in? And the change of shape right through the girth, that's the important thing really that guides us. But it's really simple.
Yeah.
But just knowing you've got it coming up, your habits start to tighten up and you start to build momentum that way.
So I think it would be fun to talk about what our goals are. We haven't really had this discussion yet. We sort of said we were going to do it tomorrow, but it would be fun to chat here about what our goals are for the year.
Yeah, my goals. Oh, interesting. After this year, it's been really stressful and hard for us to maintain. I think we've done a good job of staying in decent shape, but I think my cardiovascular fitness has got to go up. That's been one of the things that's dropped off the most is my conditioning. And I want an adjustment in body comp. I want body fat down, lean mass up.
Yeah.
I've got some injuries from playing rugby that I need to take better care of. They're starting to flare up. I'm getting into my 40s. Knee, I've got arthritis in my knee from playing on a torn ACL for 9 years. So it's making them a priority.
Yeah.
I've got this thing in my elbow that's flared up right now that I've got to take care of. So the same as for my clients. Get out of pain, get stronger, get fitter.
Yeah.
Those are the thing for me. But again, those are the outcomes. So the process is my goal, being more committed to my habits and my routines.
Yeah.
What about you?
For me, I think it's sort of the same. We've been in the trenches together for the last year, putting together this business, and self-care has taken a back seat. And we recognize that's sort of the season that we're in. There are a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of CEOs, people building their businesses that, they talk about, the season, and we recognize this is the season, but also there has to be some parameters because it is sort of part of our identity, has been for a long time, that we take care of ourselves, and we haven't put our self-care first for the last year. So for me, the process, same as you, is self-care. I've been trying to have more food prepped for us. And by the way, Jeremy's a great cook and he cooks a lot of the dinners. But the food prep, I do try to do that so that, I sort of take care of, I guess, the lunches and getting the food in the house. Yeah. So I think having the food prep, because for me, when I get hungry enough that I make a move to the kitchen, it has to be ready for me. Or else it could get messy. Like it could be spoonfuls of peanut butter. Yes.
But that's crafting the environment, isn't it? I think that's going to be a big thing for us this year, is making sure our environment is conducive to the lifestyle we want to live.
Yeah. And getting in our workouts.
Yeah.
So you and I always go through like, okay, 10 out of 10, what can you do? Like, what can you commit to 10 out of 10?
Right.
Can you do 2 workouts a week? 10 out of 10. Yes. Can you do 3? That's an 8 out of 10. Okay. Then it's 2. Yeah.
Right.
So we've been getting our workouts back in. They're a bit shorter, but now that their habit is built again, we're just going to start extending those. So we're actually going into the next phase of our workouts where we're going to extend those workouts a little bit.
Yep.
And same for me. I'd like to get back on the bike. I love the bike. It's so good for just feeling my energy, like getting it out, because it's just, I feel so much better when I'm on the bike.
Yeah.
Yes, I think self-care and time for meditation. And I don't meditate every day. Right now, our goal is once a week. So our workout time on Mondays right now is meditation time. So we call that our workout.
Yeah.
And we have our meditation on Mondays.
Right.
But it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sticking to the process.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job.
There you have it.
There you have it.
That's how you can set some resolutions if that's what you want to do, but make sure that that's how you execute them.
Yeah. And Jeremy and I will always be your cheerleaders. So
yeah, always.
Yeah.
Reach out
Mm-hmm.
for any support that that you need at any point.
Yeah, we love this. We love helping people live a better life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thank you for joining us for this bonus episode of the Vitality Collective podcast, where we talked about your New Year's resolutions. Here's a quick summary for you. New Year's goals don't need to be resolutions. They should be sustainable intentions. Start small, focus on the process, and build momentum over time. Set achievable weekly habits, like I'm going to get 2 workouts in this week, or I'm going to prep all of my meals ahead of time. Let those habits grow over time. Remember, perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Craft your environment to support your success and know that consistency is your greatest ally. We're here to cheer you on every step of the way. So let's make this your year of sustainable growth. Until next time, keep moving forward with intention.